Nice cloudy morning here at the weed patch. Very enjoyable. It was raining a little bit earlier, but that's the dust is going to be knocked down. I'm just starting my day today. It's been super hot, so I'm kind of enjoying this cool weather. So I'm done putting the horizontal rebar in the footings. So I'm just gonna walk around a little bit and show some of that detail and how it went together. So I've talked about this before, but the 24-inch footing gets 3 rebar in it going across. And you see on this corner, it'll kind of give an idea of different ways to do it, all of which I think are valid, but you know, there's, for example, this, where this bar didn't quite reach the end of that. I think ideally it would. You want to have a tic-tac-toe deal there. But what I did in here was I did my radius bends and then continued on to the longer bar. And you'll see that that changes a bit in that, for example, on this one, I've got just a single piece that has 24 inches on each side that then create your splice. When we move into the 4 across bar, you'll see that I did these junctions a little bit differently, not terribly differently, but you can see again one of those 22-inch pieces there, but then the other ones were a piece that was specially bent so that it did the 22-inch splice, and then when it went back into the straight, it also spliced in at 22 inches. As I got further down into it, I think I started doing a little bit better job of just making sure essentially that my long pieces were all crisscrossed, and then putting in the 22-inch bends. So each one of those is crisscrossed, plus the 22-inch splice is respected so that each one of them joins in with a 22-inch splice. Then coming down over to the step, it was a little bit complicated, but effectively what the engineer asked for here is that I have a 90-degree bend that goes straight down, and then another set of bends that goes down the slope and then straightens out and goes out to the end. So that's what those ones line out as. And I haven't finished tying those in, but you can see that that corner, you know, respects the same thing with the splice pieces and then the crisscross. And the other corner is exactly the same as this one. So in the end, when I put my chairs in to set it up on, it'll end up looking something like that in there, right? So the next step is to get the chairs, and I actually have my first one I already grabbed and put in place, so I can show you how easy that is. It's just a matter of getting them all done. So this is the chair. I think, if I remember correctly, this is a 5-inch chair, which will put my rebar right in the center. And all you have to do, doing it one-handed because of the camera, just take the rebar and set it on, right? And then just space them out far enough that you don't get sag or significant sag as you're going along. So I think I bought a box of 200 of those, which should be enough. My plan is to put them in the centers, quarters, corners, and that should be enough. And if not, then I'll do some more. So I'll take a look and see how the chickens are doing today. They like it when it rains. I'm not sure if that's because it brings bugs to the surface or what the deal is. But yeah, they're enjoying themselves. So anyway, whole thing. And that's the progress report.